Hey everyone, welcome to our final session for the day. We're delighted to have Emily join us all the way from the US. I know it's extremely early. I think it's 7 a.m. in the US at the moment. So I'm going to let Emily do an introduction for the final talk of the day. So thank you. Go take it away, Emily.
Thank you, Theo. Hello, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed the past 2 days as much as I have, and I'm super honored to be here with you as your last speaker. My name is Emily Yan. I'm the Product Marketing Manager at Keysight Technologies. I'm excited to share with you how digital twins in software testing can optimize the way patients experience digital health today. For audiences who might not know Keysight, we are the leader in software test automation recognized by Forrester and Gartner. We are setting the new standard for software quality assurance in healthcare. Our customer base boasts many household names, from the NHS to over 50 US providers. We are proud to help them deliver a more reliable, delightful digital experience. We all know how important patient experience is in today's digital age. 28% of patients switch providers due to poor digital experience since the pandemic. However, there's a particular group of patients that need our attention more than ever, our beloved grandparents. So for them, digital experience could be a matter of life and death. And I will use an example to illustrate this further. America is one of the developed countries that are growing very rapidly. By 2060, a quarter of the population will be over 65 years old. And the number of Americans over 100 years old will also exceed 500,000. These staggering data will have a profound implication for UX design in healthcare. Unfortunately, our digital healthcare systems is unprepared for the impending crisis. A mix of affordability issues, telehealth adoption challenges, and staff shortages look ominous. Besides, there are barriers to digital health persisting for older adults. The first barrier is limited access to technology. Older adults may not even connected to the internet or have a smartphone. The second barrier is past negative experiences, be it forgetting passwords, program bugs, or unreadable texts. And the last barrier is low digital literacy, with 3/4 of older adults in the US need assistance using new devices. So some might be quick to blame them for their tech aversion, but the next story will surely change that veil. Here's a story about George Ito, who isolated himself inside his San Jose home during the pandemic. His only companion has been his cat June. During Christmas 2020, George received an unexpected gift from his son, an iPad. Then his son taught him how to engage in video chats to stay connected with the family and friends. Additionally, George learned how to schedule doctor appointments and buy cat food all through his little iPad. A few months later, George developed a cough and a need to book a doctor appointment. However, upon opening the patient portal app, he encountered difficulties due to the use of light gray text. So he decided to call to schedule. A few minutes later, George received an email directing him to download an app from the virtual appointment. But then he encounters the problem with the camera. No matter how hard he pressed on his iPad, it didn't show his video. Frustrated, George waited a week until his son to return from his business trip and help him finish this process. Unfortunately, there are many more steps for George to get through until he can receive his care. As you can see from the screen, software is involved in every step of a hospital visit today, from EMR to PACS labs, pharmacies, and revenue cycle management. As time passes, we all experience the effects of aging, including declining visions, dexterity, and memory. Our grandparents are not tech adverse. The system is not designing for them. User experience testing is key to ensure digital healthcare products meet the needs for everyone. For patients like George, it means that he can get his treatment sooner and have a much easier recovery. From the provider perspective, user experience is a new competitive edge. Engaging patients effectively across different digital channels will not only improve patient loyalty, but also drive more cost-effective care results. However, user experience software testing in healthcare is complex. It involves modules and services from multiple vendors across different versions on heterogeneous technologies. All the systems are connected and updated frequently. One change is interdependent from another. So testing all these manually will take days, weeks, or even months. There are 5 key areas of testing that play a crucial role in optimizing the user experience. So at the basic level, we have functionality. Healthcare software, which manages important patient data, lab records, and insurance claims, must function as expected for 24/7. Then we can go beyond that into localization. It is essential for our app to adapt to different languages. For example, if the user switches the language, does the value still appear within the text box? The next level is loading. Healthcare system must handle massive data, so software testers need to monitor the application performance under heavy usage. This helps prevent downtimes that could negatively impact the patient experience. Then we need to do accessibility testing. This process ensures that all the content is reachable to as many people as possible, including people with visual impairments. And then lastly, at the heart of all these levels lies user experience. This involves simulating real user behavior and recreating the user journey for testing. And that's where digital twin comes in handy. So what is digital twin? Gartner defines a digital twin as a digital representation of a real-world entity or system. In the context of software testing, digital twin includes all possible user journeys in a very simple model. It gives us a real representation of everything the users can actually do with the application. Digital twin is not a new concept. It's actually have been in use for several decades. Engineers have depended on these virtual models to comprehend the design, production, and the maintenance of complex physical equipment. This is particularly useful for high-stake applications, such as airplanes, buildings, and power plants. By leveraging digital twins, engineers can optimize designs and minimize risks, ensuring safety in these critical industries. So a digital twin in software testing is essentially a replicate of your application. So if you go through your company, you're going to see something like a wireframe on the left-hand side. It represents the real-world user journeys. For example, you have the patients enter their username, then a password, then they hit the home page. From there, they have various options, such as checking out the summary, lab results, or scheduling calls. In the context of testing, we often refer to these user journeys as test cases. Digital twins are living emulations. They are constantly synchronized with their physical counterparts by capturing data. And then on the right-hand side, we see a very simple model of the patient portal application. And I just mocked this up like in 20 minutes. you can see there are very few connectors or errors in these models. That's just because Keysight Eggplant's approach to digital twins make the transition and the user options implicit rather than explicit. I will explain what implicit mean in a second. So let's break it down and explore how one simple model can encompass all possible test cases. Take the login screen of the patient portal app as an example. Today's busy QA team may only test two cases, a correct user name credential and an incorrect username credential, and call it a day. However, a digital twin approach does not make assumptions about how the user will interact with the application. Besides, we change the order and add steps, we also introduced actions like rotate into the models, covering mobile user experience. This allows us to explore every subtle variation in user behaviors. So you can see the multitude of different flow users could possibly engage with the application, many of which are often not tested due to limited manual testing capacity. But do you know how much are we missing? So if we think about all the possible user journeys that we can extract from the single digital twin model, it is huge. An example model yields over 9 billion separate cases to fully run through all combinations. This underscores the importance of incorporating simple models like digital twin and AI technologies to ensure comprehensive test coverage. And this is how Keysight Eggplants works. Based on real user journeys and a set of AI algorithms, Eggplant can intelligently create and auto-generate the next best test cases to execute. Automated testing with AI and the digital twins can increase both the level of test coverage and the speed of testing. This helps close the gaps between the complex healthcare software and the traditional test automation. Now, let's see Eggplant's digital twin modeling in an action. So this is a seriously sped up version of the open EMR demo that I usually do. And you can see Eggplant connecting to both an EMR and a PACS system here. On the right-hand side, we have our digital twin representing the various use cases we want to test between these two systems. AI algorithms are employed to determine the next best test cases to create. With a simple digital twin model, millions of possible combinations can be easily encoded. As you can see, AI is journeying through the model, and as it does, it's stimulating realistic user behavior and testing various scenarios. The goal here is to generate comprehensive coverage insights that can highlight the areas tested and indicate potential issues for improvement. Eggplant is also a non-invasive tool that allows us to test any system, such as PACS, lab, EMR, billing system, and much, much more, without even touching the source code. So now, I want to tell you a story about one U.S. health systems. Located in Ann Arbor, Michigan, the University of Michigan is home to one of the largest healthcare complexes in the world. When they roll out their EMR system on Citrix, they utilize the Eggplant in various test environments. By employing a digital twin approach, Eggplant can interact with all applications just as a user would. This method generates actionable insights into potential UX design issues, allowing healthcare organizations to address and resolve problems more effectively. Lastly, I want to say digital healthcare for all is more than just a buzzword. It's a mission statement. For healthcare software testing teams, digital twins are simply not a new toy. They're a vital component in creating a more equitable future for digital health. And we are just beginning to explore the full potential of digital twin technology. With advancements in artificial intelligence, we will continue to push the boundaries of what digital twins can possibly do. By harnessing these innovations in healthcare, we can optimize our patient experiences for our grandparents beyond our wildest dreams, and making digital health truly inclusive and accessible for everyone. Thank you for your listening. So I'd like to open for questions. Let me know if you have any specific questions about digital twins or in general software testing.
Thank you for that, Emily. I really appreciate that. I just have a simple question, really. So with Eggplant, is it my understanding that you sort of plug into the sort of hospital's existing APIs, or how would that work?
Cool. So I think, let me see. Eggplant is an AI-driven software testing tool. So the cool part is that it uses AI to explore all possible user journeys that human testers cannot possibly comprehend in a limited period of time. So here, I think I can put a link to a little interactive product tool for the audience today. So you can try it out in minutes.
That'd be great. We can just put it in the chat here.
Yes. Let me see if I... So here's a self-guided interactive product tool. You can drag and drop and then interact with our platform yourself.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Yeah, let's give it a minute or so. Does anybody have any questions about Emily's presentation? Thank you so much, Emily.
Thank you, Theo.
We're conferenced out. I really appreciate your time and effort, and thank you for waking up early just to do your presentation to us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.